love is running through my veins. Oh, this line can't be tamed. There's fire in my blood. Burn.
Right then, hello everyone and welcome back to the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship as we are here for the Porsche Supercup for round 7 of the championship here in southern Portugal in the town of Portimao here at the Algarve International Circuit. Porsche Supercup becomes, I believe, the third tier to visit this track along with Formula 1 and Formula 2. And I think it is going to be quite the thriller knowing this circuit. We got 20 minutes of qualifying ahead of us, and then we have 17 laps for the race. But before we start, again with qualifying, you can see as we have Boss Kelly, who's the first man out on track. Let's go through the track. So the Algarve International Circuit in Portuguese is the Autodromo Internacional do Algarve, also referred to as the Portimao Circuit. This circuit was first opened in 2008, making it relatively new to the world of racing. Designed by Ricardo Pina, the circuit first hosted the final round of the World Superbike Championship in 2008, and then it eventually hosted the very not known series called the A1 Grand Prix, which is actually a very interesting series if you think about it. It was known as the World Cup of Racing, where you had nations competing instead of teams. Then you had a few more series, the Le Mans series, the FIA GT Championship, and the GP2 series also came here, along with the World Touring Car Championship in 2010. The big thing was in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, where Formula 1 ran here for the first time at this circuit, and it ran there for the next season as well. So yeah, this circuit has seen obviously a lot of different series as well. There's stuff like Lamborghini Super Trofeo World Finals that run there today, World Superbikes, European Le Mans Series, DTM, MotoGP, along with its feeder series, and it is quite the interesting circuit. Obviously, the track details then, the Grand Prix circuit that has been here ever since 2008, so this circuit has seen no revisions at all ever since. It's 4.653 kilometers, 15 turns, and a race lap record in this car would be about somewhere in the 140s to the 150s, I would say. Either way, I think we'll be in for a fantastic race. This circuit obviously has provided with a lot of exciting races in F1 and F2. And describing the circuit, it's a lot like a roller coaster, in which the track goes up and down and left and right. There's a lot of elevation change to it. There's a lot of special turns, a lot of fast kinks and braking zones. Also a very wide circuit, so it's quite good for overtaking, especially in these Porsche Cup cars. There's Rubinho Gonzalez, Spaniard, setting in a lap time, 152.2, as relevant times coming in on the board now. There's Ollie Boaks. He's not had the greatest mid-season at the moment, unfortunately for the Brit, as Ryan Adam now goes fastest. We've also got a new debutant in the Momo Megatron Lechner Racing. I'll make sure to shout him out whenever he sets a lap time here. As Giuseppe Stella, the Italian, currently on the lap here as he rounds the final corner. And then down to the line comes the Italian, and he goes P3 between teammate Gonzalez and then Ollie Boaks as well. As there is Jatis Terzic, the Bosnian across the line, actually one goes up into second. As Kasim Adnan, the man from Syria, sets in a lap. There's Luca Eiger as well, who's P2 in the championship, so he's looking for a good race now, as he's chasing out teammate Hemo Twyford in the championship standings. Spires across the line, Twyford speaking about him as well, P12 at the moment. There's Michael Valjak, the third Dynamic Motorsport car, setting a lap time. Alex Arnold across the line. So we're over for the two Momo Megatron Lechner racing cars, wherever they are. And there he is. There is Sergeant Morrow. Now you may recognize that name from WTCR. And yes, he is stepping up to replace Christian Russell for the rest of the season. So it's very, very nice to see Morrow finally stepping up to WTCR. Obviously, he becomes the first driver from WTCR to move up a tier, which is a pretty historic moment, I would say. So it's great to see. As Rahul Patel with P2 there, but that's only 20 times on the board. And it is, there goes Fonkshan Shine up in the second. But it is Ryan Adam who is currently fastest with a 1:51.9. That's a pretty good lap time from the Italian, with Fonkshan Shine for the Martinet by Almera team in second, and Rahul Patel in third for Momo Megatron Lechner Racing. 30 minutes to go. You can see Chao Shina's actually on an improvement there as he heads through the first sector down to Torre Vip, turn number 5, as Jose Lucas, the Brazilian, goes up into third. Terzic up into 7th as Luan now takes the third position away from Lucas. Either way, we're going to see Chao Shinat as he goes through turn 6 and turn 7. We'll see Jose Lucas in a it's not quite in home, but he is in a Portuguese-speaking country, so I guess you could maybe call this a somewhat home race for him, as Gabriel Gomez, the other Brazilian, goes P7. Obviously, what a shame it is that Henry J. Brown won't be racing at the Portimao circuit this season, as Chao Shinat heads through sector 2. You can see just the 200s up on a dam, so I think this could very well be an improvement for the man from Thailand as he goes to turn 12, and then the left-hander of turn 13 as well. There's Rahul Patel up into P5. With that improvement, Boss Kelly goes P7. That's a great improvement from the man from Northern Ireland as Chao Shinat runs Sagres. And now through the long right-hander Galp, turn number 15. And now just unleash the power of the Porsche Cup car across the line. Let's see what Chao Shinat can do. Oh, he just misses out on provisional pole. He improves, but he stays P2. That's a shame. He must have lost a lot of time in that third sector, because he was up by 200s in both sector 1 and sector 2. He's lost that massively in the third sector, which is a big shame for him. But I think he should be able to get another crack at getting the lap in. As we witness Bentley Schaefer, the Brit, on a lap. So far his season has actually not been bad. He scored very, very good points in these last few races. Obviously with a P2 at his home British Grand Prix. Raked in a lot of points there. And he scored good points in Hockenheim and Spa as well. So he's looking to carry that momentum that he has in those races along here to Portimao. As Hemo Twyford now goes P9. Gabriel Gomez up into 10th. as Jose Lucas. Wait, I didn't even see this. I was completely carried away by talking, and I must have missed Jose Lucas, who's actually gone fastest by that's about over a tenth of a second from Ryan Adam. So that's a great lap time from Jose Lucas. As Sergeant Morrow goes P8, so he's immediately on the pace here, which is great to see. Obviously, the American not too unfamiliar with touring cars, obviously. Adapting quickly, which is great to see. It's P9. He goes down to us. Ollie Boaks goes P5. Could his streak of not scoring points come to an end at Portimao? Hopefully the answer will be yes for the man who's currently P10 in the championship standings. His teammate Gabriel Gomez in P6 as well, so he will be looking to edge closer to his team. He's actually got fastest in the first sector by 4 thousandths, so we'll see if Boaks will be able to set an improvement. I think he most likely will, but there's still 2 other halves of the lap to go, or third should I say, but yeah, you get what I mean. As I think he's got one of the Fuck Autotech cars there up ahead. I believe that will be could that be Hemo Tiford? I have no idea. I couldn't quite catch the flag on the window there. Either way, we're going to see them as they head through Craig Jones. This is track rises down and goes up again. It's fantastic. As Dave Byers, Boaks' fellow countryman, goes P5. Boaks about 600 off Jose Lucas. So this could very well be an improvement for Ole Boaks. Into turn 13 goes the British driver. See the game very close to the car ahead of him, so he might get held up through sector 3 here, which won't be very, very nice for Ollie, but we'll see then. As he has to Sagres, there is Cameron Cole up at the third. That is a great lap from the American. I actually think Boaks is in. Yeah, he's coming in, so he won't finish up this lap. Luca Eiger, that was ahead, so it wasn't Hemo Tiford, it was Luca Eiger. He's gonna finish up this lap. No, it's actually gonna start it. That was an out lap, so I completely missed that, but yeah. Alexander Arnold's going to start his lap as well. The man down in P18 at the moment has had some Formula 1 experience around here. Back in 2018, he finished, I believe it was P5 in his Mercedes. And then in 2017 it was, he finished also P5, but that was in the Force India. So he has a pretty consistent record around the circuit, but yeah, we'll see how he fares in the Porsche Cup cars. Obviously, they're very different from the beasts that are the Formula 1 cars with all their downforce and their complicated settings. As we see Arnold heading through Samsung turn number 8 as Terzic goes P7. Dave Byers into the pit lane. We're going to focus on Arnold though as he heads through Craig Jones. The fast left-hander into the right of turn 10 Portimao. And then turn 11 as well. As the track heads downhill, Michael Valjak up into P18. As he's now going to head into the third and final sector. As he goes round the turn number 13. Now into turn number 14, Sagres. And now it just has one corner to go. If he's going to finish up this lap. Well, of course he is going to finish up this lap. We just saw him on a flyer. Oh man, I don't have the best memory. Either way, we're going to see Arnold as he goes across the line. Let's see if the German can manage an improvement as he goes across the line now. And it is P19 still. It's no improvement for Alexander Arnold. He stays 19th. But I think we had, was it Luca Eiger going to the 5th place? So not bad from him. As here is Ryan Adam on the lap. So we're going to see him come round Gal. And I think he's going to finish up this lap. Yes, he does. So let's see if Adam can set an improvement and maybe, just maybe, take back that provisional pole from Jose Lucas as he goes across the line. And no, he cannot improve. But look, I have to say this, discounting Jose Lucas. Look how close the times are from P2 all the way down to P9. Aren't even separated by a tenth of a second. That is absolutely crazy. Well, no, they are, but you get what I mean. It's just about 10th. It's close. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very, very close. They got Jose Lucas, who's, I have to say, put up a fantastic lap there. Don't know if we'll be able to see it beat them. Michael Valek's going to go across the line. And he goes P2. He got the slipstream there from Charles Scheinert. And he has edged himself a tiny bit closer to Jose Lucas either way. Great lap time from the Croatian. As we can see, Kasim Adnan across the line, the Syrian P20. He is currently at the moment, and he will stay there for the time being, unfortunately. We got T4 lap times here with Sergeant Morrow. Then we have Luca Eiger as well, who is just coming around the final corner here. Let's see as this trio comes across the line. Let's see if any of them do manage improvements. Eiger obviously the last one across. Let's see if the Swiss driver can improve. And he does so. He goes P3, so that's a good lap there for him. And should provide him quite the helping hand in the championship if he does stay there. Considering that his fellow teammate and the championship competitor, Hemo Tiford, is currently P13. So not bad from Luca Eiger. There is still 4 minutes to go, so anything can happen, obviously, in qualifying. And we just may witness something here as Alexander Arnold has gone fastest in the first sector. So could we see him try and get himself up into the top 10 as Ryan Adam now goes fastest, retakes from Jose Lucas with 4 minutes to go. That is a very good lap time from Ryan Adam to take it back from Jose Lucas. Great stuff from him there. Sorry for the silence, had to reply to a friend. But Luan there up into P7. We're going to continue with Alex Arnold's lap here as he rounds the 2 left-handers of turn 12 and turn 13. And now into turn 14. Oh, that's a sneeze on stream. Perfect. As Kasim Adnan goes P7. We're going to see Arnold rounding turn 14. We're going to see if he's even going to finish up this lap. Because there's always a possibility that he might not. But no, the German finishes up this lap, and it is for sure going to be an improvement for Arnold. Question is, where is this lap gonna get him as he goes across the line? And it is P6 for Alexander Arnold, and that is a pretty good lap time from him, if I do say so myself. So 1:59.944, because he's only a few thousandths off Cameron Cole, which is a pretty good lap time. Rahul Patel, though, is going to go across the line. The other former F1 driver in the field is Cameron Cole. Speak of the devil, now goes fastest. And he goes fastest by 500th of a second. As I just say that, Ryan Adam takes it back by 600th of a second. And that all escalated very, very quickly with 2 minutes to go. Ryan Adam takes it back. Brief for Cameron Cole, but Ollie Boakes by a tenth of a second says thank you very much, I'll be taking that. And he goes faster. Did he get the slipstream from the dynamic motorsport car? I do think he must have. And that really proves that the slipstream will be key here in setting a good lap time. As, yeah, that is a great lap time from Ollie Boakes. Can we see the replay when they're down the main straight? He must have gotten a slipstream, I think. We're gonna see this as because he's behind the dynamic motorsport car basically the entirety of a lap. I do think that's Giuseppe Stella he's ahead of. As here's Sagres. You can see the head. Now through Galp, you can see. Well, yeah, this is perfect for a slipstream here as he heads through Galp. You can see it's gonna get a great run as they head down here. Oh yeah, for sure. And that is probably going to Boakes the leverage that he needs, along with a pretty good first and second sector to take the fastest spot. So nice stuff from Ollie. Meanwhile, here is his teammate Gabriel Gomez down in P16 at the moment. As he heads through corner number 13 now to corner number 14. So the track is down a long right-hander it is. And now into the very, very fast right-hander. Sergeant Morrow goes P7. Great lap time from him up to P7. Currently beating teammate Patel down in P14. Gomez is going to go across the line though. Let's see where the Brazilian can go. And it's P9. Not a bad effort from Gabriel Gomez. Rahul Patel might get the slipstream from Cameron Cole there. Just might. As Cole's going to go across the line. Let's see if he can manage an improvement. He does, but he stays P3. And Patel, it has paid off for him as he goes P7 ahead of Sergeant Moss. The slipstream is really powerful down the main straight. I obviously don't think it's just the slipstream. There's obviously a lot of different factors to it as well. But we saw both Valyak and Patel all rocket up the field with slipstream on their laps. As Jose Lucas, look at that! Just as the checker flag goes, he takes the fastest spot away from Ollie Boakes. That is a wonderful lap from Jose Lucas to take it back from the Brit Ollie Boakes. Yatas tells he's going to be the first man across the line. Let's see if the Bosnian can improve. He does not. He stays in 15th position. We've got a few other guys coming across the line. There's the Dynamic Motorsport car, I think Michael Valyak, who was coming into the pit lane. We got Fongchanok Chow China, the man from Thailand, who is currently in P11. He's going to go. He's going to make his way across the line, and he will go. He'll stay where he is. That was not an improvement from him, unfortunately. Just looking for who else is on the lap. There's Sergeant Morrow coming in. Respectable effort from the American in his first ever Porsche Supercup qualifying. Gabe Gomez is just going to finish up this lap. Let's see where Gomez can get himself. If he does set an improvement with this, as Gomez goes across the line. And it is P7 for Gabriel Gomez, so not a bad effort from him, and a pretty good qualifying it is for BWT at Lechner Racing. Cameron Cole's going to go across the line, the man in P4, our first pole sitter, as he goes across the line. He goes P3 ahead of Ryan Adam. There's Rahul Patel into the pit lane, and there is Ryan Adam into the pit lane. Ollie Boakes coming in as well, so he won't finish up that lap. Jose Lucas, though, the man who is on pole, now confirmed as Jose Lucas takes pole position here at Portimao. So that was actually a very exciting qualifying. Sorry for the very monotonous voice that I have, but I'm actually quite tired. But yeah, despite my voice, it is actually a very exciting qualifying. We had a lot of different drivers taking the fastest spot in qualifying. Jose Lucas just narrowly beat out Ollie Boakes there in the end, and you have some pretty interesting performance there up in the top as well. But now for the starting grid for the Porsche Supercup race here at Portimao, you have Jose Lucas, first pole for the man from Brazil in what could be classified as maybe a second home race, considering that they speak Portuguese here as well. Ollie Boakes starts P2, which I believe would equal his highest finishing form. And then Cameron Cole starts in third, doing very, very well done from the American, as well as Ryan Adam starts in fourth. Hopefully things will go better for the Italian this time, unlike what it did in Spa. Then we have Michael Valyak in fifth place, accompanied by the Swiss driver Luca Eiger, P2 in the championship standings. He currently starts P6, 10 points off Helmut Tiefenbach to chase him down in championship standings today. Gabriel Gomez starts P7, the former Formula 2 driver, accompanied by the former F1 driver Rahul Patel in P8, and then it is the rookie Sergeant Morrow stepping up from WTCR currently starts in P9 in the points, so great effort from him with Alexander Arnold rounding out the points in the top 10. Functional Shoshana starts P11, followed by Kasim Adnan in P12, and we have Alex Lewan in 13th, followed by David Byers in 14th. Yatis Terzic starts in 15th, with Hemo Tifo, championship leader, out of the points, down in 16th, and we have Boss Kelly in P17, accompanied by the fellow Brit Bentley Schaefer in 18th. Rubinho Gonzalez starts P19 with Giuseppe Stella in P20. So not a great qualifying for Dynamic Motorsport. They only got Michael Valek up there. But now it is time for the race. Enough talking from me. As it is Jose Lucas on pole with Ollie Boaks in P2 as the lights coming on here in Portimao. We got 6 lights. And we're underway in Portimao. Good start for Jose Lucas there. Boaks didn't quite get the getaway that he needed. And that might allow Ryan Adam to try and make the move. As Cameron Cole's going to have a look on the outside. And that might try and make it 3 wide as they head into the first corner. Oh, they have a bit of a slide there. And Boaks makes contact with Ryan Adam. He's been spun on the wrong way. Oh, into the car of Gabriel Gomez. And yeah, there's a pile up here. I think we're going to have to red flag it. Yeah, red flag. And yeah, it was just I think that was a classic case of 3 into 1 doesn't go. But we'll just get on the way with this shortly. Here we are again. And hopefully this should be quite clean this time, as we're going to get underway once more here in Portimao. Jose Lucas on pole position, Ollie Boaks in second, Cameron Cole in third, as we got 6 lights. And we're underway again here at Portimao. Very good start for Ollie Boaks this time. He gets a very good getaway as he's already wheel to wheel with Jose Lucas heading into turn 1. Adam side by side with Cameron Cole, but there's Boaks on the inside line trying to hang it on as they head into the second corner now. Boaks on the inside line gets the better exit on Jose Lucas as they head into the braking zone. Now Lucas on the outside line should be able to hold on. Boaks tries to hang on as Lucas on the inside gets better traction, and that's going to allow him to get ahead though. Boaks, I think, was trying to adjust his line as they head down to turn 5, but I think it is going to be Lucas on the inside. Ollie Boaks is still going to try it as he has a look on the inside line. Lucas forced a long way around. What a great battle this is on lap 1 here as Boaks and Lucas door-to-door racing as they head through turn 6 and now turn 7 as it's going to switch to the outside for Ollie Boaks. Now at the Samsung as the track heads uphill. Boaks looks to get the better exit on the Brazilian as they head down into Craig Jones on the inside line. Is Lucas going to be able to hang on here? He does so. What a fantastic battle this is as they head into Portimao. On the outside is Boaks. He's going to have the outside through Portimao as well. On the inside now through turn 12, turn 13. They've always been side by side for the entire lap here. So Lucas is going to try to hang it on the outside. Can Boaks make the move stick? Yes, he can. As Ollie Boaks makes his way up into the race lead. What a great battle that was. As Israel Patel getting passed by Boss Kelly. There's Functional Shine. I don't know. I think that is Boss Kelly actually. Whom he is dueling with as he heads through Galp side by side with the man from Northern Ireland as he tries to hang on. Hemo Tifo had an absolute howler of a start. He's down in P19, which is really not good for him, but that is fantastic news for Luca Eiger, who is now P5 as Patel is defending from Functional Choshina. Choshina's going to try it on the inside line of the British driver. Goes over the curb a bit. And I think that might allow Patel to try and stay ahead. Choshina on the inside line does. They head into turn 3. He's just about the car lengths ahead. As Patel's going to try to hang on the long way around. He's got the inside line through turn 4. Now down this little straight down to turn 5. Choshina gets the better exit on Ralph Patel. Bentley Schaefer might try to get involved into this. They're in the back as there's Patel on the inside line. Oh, there's Bentley Schaefer. And he makes contact with Ralph Patel. And, oh, what are you doing, Bentley? Let him go, man. And he has. And that is a bit naughty from Bentley Schaefer. But this is really promoted Giuseppe Stella in all of this. He was P20 just a few moments ago. He's going to try it on the inside line of Rahul Patel. That's not nice from Bentley Schaefer, though. I think we might see a penalty there. But into turn 8 Samsung, they will go. Stella trying it on the former F1 driver. But Rahul is going to remain ahead of the young Italian. As there is, I think, Gonzalez side by side with Dave Byers. Hamilton Tiford trying to pick up the scrap from that battle. It's a shame for Tiford, because this is going to be the first race in a very long while where it won't score points. As Gonzalez goes a bit wider, that's going to allow Hamilton Tiford with a late lunge on the inside line of Rubinho Gonzalez as they head through turn 13 out to turn 14. Has he made the move stick? There's Gonzalez on the inside line, getting the names mixed up there, but now as they head through turn 15, Galp, Tiford on the outside line, as Ollie Boaks does the fastest lap of the race. Great stuff from Ollie, as yeah, they are going to be side by side heading down the start-finish straight all the way to the first corner, Primeira, as it is going to be Gonzalez who's just about ahead as they enter the first corner. Can Tiford do it on the outside line? You can see they're fighting tooth and nail here for 18th position. Really goes to show how all the drivers want to go all out for every single position here in the Porsche Supercup as they head through turn 4. Tiford on the inside line, he gets it done on Rubinho Gonzalez. Great stuff from Hamilton, but the battle is not over yet, I don't think. You see Gonzalez is closing up there. Might he try a move there? No! Terzic says hello as he goes on the inside line of Rubinho Gonzalez. Might get Hamilton as well. Is that really going to work for the Bosnian as he goes on the inside line through turn 6, on the outside through turn 7? Could it be a double move for Jatas Terzic? Tiford is going to hang on the inside line though of the Bosnian driver, but Terzic is still gonna try to swing ahead here, as he's gonna be on the outside through Portimao now to turn 11. As Terzic, he's actually ahead of Hamilton Tiford. What a great couple of moves from Jatas Terzic. You got two cars there. With a very, very late braking maneuver. Great stuff to see from him up to P18, and it goes. There was no points for that. As Ryan Adam now chasing down Jose Lucas for P2's Ollie Boaks at the fastest lap. He's absolutely checked out, Ollie. As Adam is chasing down Lucas, you got Cameron Cole there in P4 as well, the young American. He's obviously our first race winner, as Adam has a look on the outside line. I think Cole just kind of went wide as he was trying to follow Ryan there, but we'll see what will happen from this as Iger is chasing down Cameron Cole now. Cole didn't get the best jump there. Is Luca gonna think of it on the inside line? Yes, he does, as it's a very late move into Torre Vip. We'll see if Cameron was expecting it or not, as Iger is going to be on the inside line as they head through turn 6. That's going to be the outside to turn 7. That should give Cole the advantage as they head up the hill up into turn 8. Iger gets the better exit though. That should allow him to get ahead, I do think, as they headed to Craig Jones. And yeah, he does that. Is Luca Iger up into 4th. Great stuff from Luca, and that is the man who's P2 in the championship up into P4. And I think at this rate he's going to be in the lead of the championship, which will be obviously absolutely fantastic to see. But we'll see what happens. Alexander Arnold is going to try to get past Cameron Cole as well, but he is actually under pressure from Miha and Valjak, the Croatian there in P7, who is involved in this little train. Valjak will have the best of exit there, as the man behind him there, Kasim Adnan, hasn't really had it as well. Here comes Gabriel Gomez as he has a look on the inside line through Galp. Will he be able to try it to Primeira, turn number 1, as Ollie Boaks once again a fastest lap? Goodness me, there's some level of domination from the Brit, as Adnan, I think, is just gonna be a car length out of things to turn 1, but Gomez late on the brakes as they enter the first corner. Kasim leaves the space for Gabriel as they head into turn 2. Now to turn 3, you can see Gomez gets a tiny bit ahead of the braking, but Adnan on the outside line, all getting very, very close there between each other, as Adnan's on the inside line, doesn't get the best exit. I think it was a bit squirrely on the rear there, as he headed out of turn 4. Now to turn 5. Gomez is going to be on the outside line as he headed to Torre Vip. The Syrian trying to hang on to his position. What a battle this is turning out to be, though. As there's Luca Eiger, he's already trying to Ryan Adam. Adam might fall out of his first poised position here. You can see the replay on what happened. As might it be the same move he made on Cam Cole, I wonder. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a great stuff from Luca Eiger. He's making fantastic moves here. Now this is the race that Eiger needs. The two are going to be wheel to wheel. Adam on the inside line there, as he's trying to hang on to his podium. Obviously, he hasn't even scored any points yet in the series, so every little point is going to mean something for Ryan Adam. He's going to try to hang it on the inside line there. But it isn't really much. It couldn't really do much there, as it is Luca Eiger who slips up into third. Great driving from the man from Switzerland. Now this is a proper charge to the field from Eiger. Great stuff to see from him. I think he started P5. He's made a lot of flashy overtakes to get himself up into second. We're going to see the position gains, actually, speaking about it. As, yeah, look at that. 3 positions gained, with Ollie Bogues making the move on Jose Lucas in the first lap. Alexander Arnold's made up 4 positions. Great stuff from him. As Michael Vallex not had the greatest of starts, down 2 positions. Kasim Adnan, you really have to give it to him as well, as he succeeded in a battle with Gabriel Gomez. He's got up 4 positions. You had Gomez down 2, Morrow's down 1, but he's still running the points, so I guess it will be fine for him. Alex Luwan is up 2 positions. Boss Kelly is up 5. That is a fantastic start from Kelly. We got Chaushada down 2, Patel down 3. As Kelly's made up yet another position, up into P6, or up into P11 he may now go, as he might make up a 6th position here on the Vietnamese Alex Luwan. As they head down into Torre Vip, Luan's teammate Chao Shaina could try and get him onto this, as he goes on the inside line of Luan. 3 wide, is this really going to work? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of wheel banging here, and Chao Shaina forces his way through on his teammate Luan. The rule number 1 of motorsport is broken, never hit your teammate, but he's kind of pushed himself to try and make the move on Boss Kelly. If this works, that'll be one of the most bizarre moves I've ever seen, but he is still going to try Luwan might be under pressure from Rahul Patel there. He's gone down 6 positions after his little contact with Bentley Schaefer, which is obviously a shame. But Chauchanat on the inside line as they head into Portimao. He's going to have the outside though. Going to try to go the long way round on Boss Kelly. The two locked in wheel-to-wheel racing as they head through turns 12 and 13 into the braking zone, turn 13, and Chauchanat, it gets ahead. That is certainly one piece of overtaking from the man from Thailand. Pushed his teammate out of the way and made the move on Boss Kelly to get himself up to P11. I mean, that is certainly one hell of a move from Chauchanat, but I think his teammate Luwan won't be too happy about it, I don't think. As here down in P17 in the battle for P16 kicking off as David Byers is chasing down Giuseppe Stella. These two had quite the run-in. I remember in Barcelona, it was round 2 of the championship. Oh, Byers has gone very wide, so has Jatis Terzic. Completely misjudged the corner there, and that might allow Hemel T4 to try and line up a move here on Terzic, despite the fact he's down in P19. He can still enjoy some action here. He's going to be 3 wide. Goes Gonzalez, sticks his nose into it late on the brakes for Rubinho. It's a bit of contact between the two. Gonzalez might try to get the pair of them. They're still 3 wide as they head out of turn 5. What fantastic racing, because they have to turn 6. They're all side by side. Ooh, Gonzalez almost losing control there of his dynamic motorsport Porsche, but you can see here side by side with Tifon as he goes around the outside of the man from Finland, demotes him down to last place. He's gonna go and Jatis Terzic as well on the inside line as he heads through into turn number 9. This is now through into turn 10. Terzic though defends from the Spaniard And yeah, that could have gone quite hairy actually. But that brings Helmut Tiefort down to last position. So this is really not where he wants to be, considering his teammate is currently running happily in third, and he's chasing down second. So not the greatest race for Tiefort. His point scoring streak is going to come to an end here. But yeah, there's still obviously 3 rounds to go after this, so anything can still happen. Now we have seen it in the past, we have seen drivers bouncing back from bad races to absolutely, win the championship. You had, best example, Jesper Johansson in 2018 after the Portimao round here. You had Alfred Clausen in the championship with Dennis Goff, and he was all the way down in P3. And everyone was predicting Graf and Klaus for the championship, and then you had Klaus who kind of fell off, and you had Johansson absolutely dominating the last 2 rounds of the championship to secure his maiden championship. As Kelly has a bit of a look on front of China. So the moral of the story would be to say that it's never over until it's over in the championship fight. Even the most unlikely of people, even though they may not seem like they are in the championship fight, could get themselves up there. As Kelly goes a bit wide, so does Luan as well. And that's not going to do him wonders as he's trying to catch up to Charles Scheinert. Charles Scheinert is trying to get himself into the point. He is on the back of rookie Sergeant Morrow. And Luca Eiger, here he is on the back of Jose Lucas, the pole sitter, for, as he can try to make the move on the mountain start on pole today for second place. Eiger is really on the charge here, which is great to see, obviously. As it is still crazy to say that everyone in the top 3 in the championship, or before Portimao, has not won a single race. Cameron Cole, who is P4, has won a race, obviously, but he's 4th in the championship standings. As Boakes with yet another fastest lap. This is really just domination from him, and it's great to see Ollie back on this form. It really has to be said. As Eiger's gone a bit wide, so is Adam as well, and that could allow Cam Cole to. I thought he was going to try the move there, but yeah, he didn't. We can see that he is quite close to the back of the Italian, but he is going to stay behind as they head into Torre Vip. You see that Boakes as he leads by 7 seconds. He's got his whole 2 corners ahead of everyone. So it's just really all around great race for Ollie Boakes here. As Arnold is eyeing up a move on Cameron Cole there. Not quite able to get past him though, as he did go a bit wide. Through what was the corner called? Samsung. As you can see, Eiger chasing down Lucas. Lucas is going to really have to get his defensive game on. And, judging from this race, Luca Eiger is not an easy man to defend from. But we'll see. This could be quite a good battle as they head through Sagres. And now they're going to head through the final corner. Galp. Eiger's going to have to hope to get the good run here on Jose Lucas. There is David Byers as he's trying to get past Yatis Terzic. We're going to see how he did this though with the replay. As there's Terzic. And he's being put under pressure by Gonzalez here, who's trying to line up the move on the Bosnian. Which is weird actually, so he went from defense to offense. And he tried it here. So this is turn 11, Portimao. And Byers just did not get a good exit out of turn 11. As a late braking move from Yatis Terzic into turn number 13. For those who have good memory, we're going to go on this battle though, as Terzic tries it around the outside through Galp. For those who have good memory, into turn 13 is where Rosetta Martinez claimed his 3rd victory by making the move on Sundevik for the race lead back in 2018 at this corner, as Terzic then with the good run then as he heads down the start-finish straight. And Byers is going to hang on as they head into Primera, turn number 1. There is Byers on the inside line. Terzic is going to go on the outside through turns 2 and now into turn 3 as well. As he is late on the brakes, Terzic gets, I believe, better exit as they head up turn 4. And he's ahead of Byers, Yatis Terzic. So nice stuff there from him as Gonzalez gets the run on Byers now. Byers going to try it. Gonzalez stays behind this time, not going to make the 3 wide as he did before. As Byers goes on the inside line, gets a good exit on Yatis Terzic, and he is once again ahead of the Bosnian. So great little battling here between the two. But as Terzic remaining in 18th place, then a little bit further up the field, we have Rahul Patel, who is chasing down Alex One. Not the greatest race for Patel. It's a shame for him, obviously, because he's going to start in the points. And honestly, what could he have done? I mean, Schaefer drove into him. Speaking of the devil, there he is, just right on the back of Rahul Patel. But obviously, the incident will be investigated by the stewards after the race. As Ollie Box, guess what he's done? He's at the fast lap of the race, to everyone's surprise. I say that in a sarcastic tone if you could not pick that up. But look how close Luca Eiger now is to the back of Jose Lucas. Not in a sarcastic tone this time. So this is, you can see there with your own eyes, it's about 3/10 between him and Lucas. But oh, he's gone a bit wide there. And that's going to compromise his line. Which is a shame, obviously, but... as Eiger, there he is on the inside line of Jose Lucas. Actually, I was not expecting that into Torre Vip, as he's going to try it on the inside line, trying to get up at the second. He got Cameron Cole, he got Ryan Adam, and he's now going to try to get Jose Lucas as he goes on the outside line as they head up the hill into Samsung. Lucas on the inside line now down to Craig Jones, and I think Luca Eiger is ahead. Yes, he is. What great piece of racing this is from Jose Lucas, and Ryan Adam might have just slip back up into P3 as there he goes on the inside of Jose Lucas, and that's a very opportunistic move from Adam. But Lucas is still going to try to hang on the inside line into turn number 13. Can Ryan swing one on the outside of Lucas? No, he can't. So Lucas tries into the third. Still props to Adam for remaining in for at least trying the move on Jose Lucas. Alexander Arnold looking very, very close to the back of Cameron Cole. Ollie Bogue saying the fast lap, he's just in a race of his own today. You know, he's absolutely just ran away with the race lead. As you can see, Arnold, look how close he is to the back of Cameron Cole. Tries it on the inside line of the young American. As he's going to be wheel to wheel with him heading into turn 2 as well. And same with turn 3. Down the inside on the American. Cole hanging on though, as he's getting on the inside line up through turn 4. But I think this will give Alex a better exit as they head to turn 5. Michal Valek might just try to stick his hands into this. As there is Arnold on the inside line there of Cam Cole. Cole hanging on the outside as the two are going to be side by side heading up the hill. As they head to turn 5 and now turn 6. Very, very great racing here at Portimao. We've been treated to today as Arnold gets the better exit as they head to Craig Jones, and he is ahead of Cameron Cole. So that is Alex Arnold up into P5. Great stuff from Arnold in this race. But you can see that Cam Cole still hanging on quite well, but now all this battling has brought Michal Valek closer to the American, so he could try and slip past Cameron Cole here. As they all head through Galp, you see Valek's just about 4/10 off Cameron Cole, as Ryan Adam is chasing down Luca Iger as well. And guess who might have set the fastest lap with a 1:51.808? It might have just been Ollie Bogues. As you can see Valek chasing down Cameron Cole here, but Cole doesn't want to lose another position. You can see how close Ryan Adam though is to the back of Jose Lucas, running a bit wide. But I think he might still be close enough to at least try the move on Jose Lucas. So I think he might have a shot into turn 5 maybe. Let's see. No, I think he's too far away actually. I think he is too far away. So everyone stays where they are. Ryan Adam going wide, they really compromised him on exit. And it is this thing about, I think that corner in turn 4 looks really, really tricky for the drivers to manage, especially when you're trying to follow the cars. Obviously, when you're in the wake of another car, things like dirty air and whatnot, and you actually have less downforce on the car. I know these things aren't really famed for their downforce, because these are Porsche Cup cars, but the corners do get more tricky. Obviously, it's way harder to follow the car ahead, and you're more prone to making mistakes. So I get why the turn 4 is difficult when you're in the wake of another car for these drivers, obviously. As they head through Sagres, now they're gonna head down to Galp. You can see Lucas is 2.1 of Luca Iger there, so Luca Iger really pulling away from these two, but you can see he is not even getting close to Ollie Bogues. So really great stuff from Ollie Bogues, as Luca Iger now set the fastest lap. That's a surprise, as I was just saying that Bogues was pulling away. Iger might actually start to catch up, but I think it's far too late by this point. 9.2 seconds. It's impossible to catch in 3 laps and make an overtake. As there is Iger's teammate Tifo, who's down in last place, so he's really not having the greatest of races, unfortunately. But yeah, he'll just be wanting to forget this one and move on to the next round, which is at Monza, obviously. The Temple of Speed. As you can see, Tifo chasing down Gonzalez as they head for turn 4. Getting a bit out of shape there. That's not going to do him any wonders. As they head into Torre Vip, turn number 5. Here is Sergeant Morrow, who is, he's got this little train, and he is the conductor. You've got Function of Shashine in P11, Boss Kelly there in 12th. Hanging on there as well, as Kelly is trying to make the move on Xiao Shannon, Luan in P13, who rudely got pushed to the side by his teammate Xiao Shinat. As they head to Portimao and now down the hill into turn 12 and then through the left-hander of turn 13 as well. Kelly going to defend from the race winner Alex, who won there in P13. And you can see Luca Iger is catching up a tiny bit to Ollie Bogues. You can see he has another fastest lap, but he only gains by about, I'd say, a tenth every lap, which is well realistic, obviously. So I think it is going to be, well, I know it was really obvious from the start, but I think it is going to be Ollie Bogues who will take home the win here at Portimao. Looks set to take his first career victory. as we have someone in the commentary booth, and guess who it is? It is none other than Giuseppe Stella. Welcome back to the commentary booth.
Yeah, thank you, Miran. Been away for a while, I've been on vacation and stuff, but now I'm
Are
back.
you speaking, Giuseppe? I don't think we can hear you. At least I can't hear you on my end. I don't know if it's same for the others. Oh, that is very strange.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me try rejoining the call very quickly. Hello? Am I on air?
I think
Yes.
you should hear me. Okay.
Yeah,
there
I
we go.
hear you now. I hear you now. So I think it was just a problem with Discord on my end. But hello, Giuseppe. It's been a while since you've been in the commentary booth here. You're just joining us for the final few laps of the Porsche Supercup race here at Portimao, and just to catch you up on the action, and the viewers who are joining in as well. We had Ole Boaks, we had Jose Lucas who started on pole. Ole Boaks took the race lead into turn 1, or in lap 1, I should say. And then he essentially just completely ran away with the lead. You had Luca Eiger, who started P5, and he's going himself up to P2. And he's sending fastest laps, and you have some battles forming around the field here as well. You got Alexander Arnold chasing down Ryan Adam for P4. And you've also got the debutant Sergeant Morrow, who steps up from WTCR, who is currently running in P10, so he's doing quite well.
Alright, thank you for that recap. Yeah, Porsche Supercup, I really do like those Porsches, so it's really nice to see him racing around the track. As I can see right now, the race is kind of quiet, but considering it's the last few laps, we might see some crazy late race moves now coming into play.
Yeah, for sure we could. It's a shame though. If you were here, you should have been here for the first half of the race. That one was actually quite exciting. We saw a lot of great battles and a lot of overtakes, but it seems to have calmed down a bit here. As we have Bentley Schaefer who's chasing down Rahul Patel. Obviously, these two had a bit of a run-in in the earlier laps, where Schaefer, I think, was Patel and Luan who were battling for position. He had Bentley Schaefer making it 3 wide, and then he completely went into the side of Patel, which was a shame considering that the former Formula 1 driver Rahul Patel was running in the points today.
Yeah, it's a shame, but the race, the calendar does not consist of one race, so if you have one bad race, you can always make it up in the other one. As you know, ACOC, we're crazy with the results, so anything is possible, really.
Yeah, of course. You have obviously, consider that this is a spec series as well. You have a lot of unusual winners, and obviously in the spec series, once again, there's been no man who's won more than one time as Jose Lucas. No, Ryan Adam was at the fastest lap of the race. That is a surprise, as we're on the final lap of the race. Adam picking up the pace, even though he's about a second behind Jose Lucas. So we may see a final lap battle for P3 here, Giuseppe.
Well, yeah, that could be. It's for the podium position, so I can see Adam going for that first spot. Now he's set the fastest lap, but can he keep up that pace to get close enough to Lucas? Because I mean, he's 1 second off, and in real life you think, okay, that's not much, but in motorsport, that's like it's much,
Yeah.
Considering he's in the final lap, he needs to make that gap up. Sorry, if he wants to have a chance at it. And right now he doesn't seem to catch up. So I don't know. Maybe he has to worry about Arnold back there, because he's, I think, catching up a bit.
Yeah, Arnold could be a factor into this, but yeah, Adam is really making the most of the gains on Jose Lucas. Either way, obviously, considering that he started P2 in this race and now he's down to P4. Obviously, it's no podium for him, but he will score his first career point, surprisingly enough, after being obviously cruelly denied points at the last round at Spa. But this man, who has gone basically pointless for 3 races in a row, everyone thought that his hopes for the championship would be over, but he has really reignited them now as he rounds the final corner, and across the straight, Ole Boaks with a masterclass here at Portimao as he wins in Algarve to cross the line. What a fantastic drive from Ole Boaks. But keep the applause going for this man, Luca Eiger, from P5 to P2. He's made some fantastic overtakes in this race, and Jose Lucas coming around the final corner to secure a second podium this season. Ryan Adam just clinches the fastest lap, and he scores his first points in the Porsche Supercup. There's Gabriel Gomez coming home in P9, and Sergeant Morrow on his debut, 1 point, so that is quite nice for him. But yeah, that was a pretty good race. I don't think you have much to say about it, Giuseppe, considering you weren't here for it, but we had a couple of good overtakes.
Yeah, I guess I'll rewatch it on the stream afterwards. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But yeah, here are the results as you can see on screen.
Yeah, I'll take this first page, and then you can take the second. We have Ollie Boaks, finally a race winner in the ACOC as he wins here in Portimao, and it's the Swiss Luca Eiger who takes the lead of the championship after this round, and this is actually his third podium in a row. So he's accomplishing a fantastic feat here at Portimao. And then you have Jose Lucas finishing on the podium in third. Ryan Adam clinches the fastest lap, so he gets 1 extra point to his name, which should give him a bit of a helping hand in championship standings, considering that he's currently last. Alexander Arnold finishes P5, and it's Cameron Cole who finishes P6, with Mihail Valjak, the Croatian, finishing in 7th, with Kasim Adnan in 8th. Gabriel Gomes finishes 9th, and Sergeant Morrow on his debut secures 1 point in P10.
And we have, I'm sorry, I can read it the name because the quality is a bit low, but the man from Thailand, I'm sorry, I can read your name in 11th. Then we have Boss Kelly in 12th, Alex Ulan 13th, Rahul Patel 14th, Bentley Schaefer in 15th. Then we got Giuseppe Stella, absolutely not me, in 16th. Then we have in 17th, we have David Byers. In 18th, we have Yates Terzic, and in the last two positions, we have Rubinho Gonzalez, and in 20th, Hemo Tyford. And sorry, Fong Chanok Chow Chanat, for not being able to read your name.
It's not a great race for Hemo Tyford. His teammate has taken the lead of the championship now, but that is it for the Porsche Super Cup. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a very, very interesting race, actually. Portimao once again delivering, as it always does in the ACOC. Yeah, congratulations to Ollie Boaks on the race win. Really fantastic stuff from him today. But that has been it for Porsche Super Cup at Portimao. We will see you tomorrow for the Formula 2 race at the Algarve circuit, obviously at Portimao for the Portuguese Grand Prix. We will have Remus McGregor making his Formula 2 debut, replacing obviously Alex Broster at Campos for a race. So make sure to watch out for that. We've also got the first Formula 2 race under the new DRS rules, so we should be in for a quite fantastic race. And on Saturday we got the Formula 1 race once again as well. But that's been it for me. I've been Mir Nevji.
Giuseppe Stella.
Thanks so much for watching. The ACS returns tomorrow with Formula 2. Thank you and goodbye.